the red on top is what is in existence today, and underneath is how they used to have city.
Wow.
So the river, the
now
stream.
over there,
Yeah,
now
that's
Sonic over here. Come on, let's go. I know, it's so good. I used to think we were going to come out and... Yeah, I used to get scared.
Back here at the public address platform.
Sam, isn't it lovely? Oh, these little boats. And I've got your little box on here.
Yeah.
Do you want to get one of those?
No, it's a mayflower.
Oh, that's the
I don't think
mayflower.
it was. Is that? No, I don't.
Get something out of your backpack. And we have some morning tea.
Round them up, lads. We're going to stand in the sun, so do they.
Right, you look out. Already work orders! Failure to attend will result in punishment. Your way to the public address platform!
Back, go to the back there, boy, go back there, boy, go on up the back, round about, that's the way, lad, back, go right, lad, right, go your other right, that's the one, lad, that's the one, get up, go on,
He's going to get one of the two.
good boy, well done. Yes. Oh, wild boy, go on, well, come on, boy, go on, that's it, boy, go on.
Good morning! Welcome to the penal colony of New South Wales. I am Samuel Potter, I'll be your town crier, or bellman. Throughout the day it is my duty to inform you of the various events taking place and any news that may come to hand from time to time. Before we commence, a few safety tips. Do not touch the weapons that the soldiers are handling. The muskets in particular are real. They are designed for the sole purposes of killing and maiming people. Please do not handle them without the express permission of the soldier in charge of them. Secondly, the wagon that you see about town is an authentic 1806 wagon with authentic 1806 brakes, which have been designed for the sole purposes of killing and maiming people. Please do not stand in front of the wagon whilst it's in motion. You will be run over by the hooves, ejected underneath the axles, out the rear of the wagon, a horrible, bloody pulp. I've seen it. It's not attractive. Thirdly, the animals that you see about town are working animals. They are not pets. They have been trained for the sole purposes of killing and maiming people. Can't help myself this time of the morning. God save the king!
God save the king! Save the king!
Yes, I think you'd better warn them about that, Sergeant.
Well, we might wait till the flogging and I'll warn them then.
Certainly.
Right. Detachment, attention! Shoulder, off! All general salute, present, off! All of that lot, not you three. All right, be it known at first light tomorrow morning, you are all to muster here for the allocation of your task works, issuing of your rations and slop clothing. River penal settlement, because they're still small enough to stuff down coal mines, where it's cold and damp and dark. And that's my personal favourite. Right. Subject of rations. You will all receive enough rations to last you 1 week. Failure to attend divine service will result in public punishment. 25 lashes of the cat o' nine tails on your first absence. On your second absence, you will receive 50 lashes of the cat o' nine tails. On your third absence, you will be transported somewhere more horrible, like Cornfolk Island or Van Diemen's Land. Too hard, it's an epidemic out
Wait,
there.
wait for the military. Get out the way there.
That's
That's away. Nothing to see here, lad. Nothing to see.
Down there, we will teach you to cook, clean and sew, and then we'll flog her anyway.
That
is why I am the sergeant. Right, Jackie, you be at the barracks at the setting of the sun. If you are not there, my lad, it's impossible. You cannot make your way across the Carfin Hills or Blue Mountains. Make your way to China. It's not there. You don't know where it went, but it's not over there. You cannot steal a longboat. Try and sail back out to England or Ireland, you will perish at sea. You cannot run off and live with the natives because they're hostile. They're heathenists. That was one we didn't know about. He was going to get 1 lash for each escape. That's 10 lashes of the cat o' nine tails he's going to get. Right. Prepare him behind the tavern there, lads. Mr. Potter. Get this one over here to the public punishment platform. What that was hard to say.
My lord, ladies and gentlemen, make your way to the public punishment platform. For public punishment, to witness public punishment with a cat of 9 tails. Now the cat of 9 tails is so called due to the fact that it is made up of 9 plats of leather, interwoven into which there are 5 pistol balls per strand, 58 caliber pistol balls. This for a total of 45 pistol balls across the entire whip. Now they act like a cat's claw in that when you whip a victim, not only does the pistol balls add weight to the whip, but they latch onto the victim's flesh, so that when you remove the whip, small pieces of flesh are flung about to around about a 15-foot radius. Very nice. Now after around 10 lashes, which was generally the maximum here in New South Wales, you would have lacerated most of the back and there would be open bleeding. In places like Van Diemen's Land and Norfolk Island, where they would administer an entire sentence in one sitting, you could have anywhere up to and including 900 lashes being applied. At around 100 to 150, however, depending on the size of your victim, the pistol balls would start breaking down the muscle fibers so much they would turn the muscles into a red jelly-like substance. Then, at around 200 lashes, you'd pluck so much of this flesh off a victim's back that you'd literally be able to see the white tips of the shoulder blades and the backbone being exposed. Following that, at around 250 lashes, you would remove so much of the flesh that you would literally be able to see in between the ribs of the rib cage and watch the lungs pulsating. Now, obviously, it was quite possible for a man to die upon the triangle, which is why those ropes are there. They're not there to prevent the victim from running away, they're there to stop him from falling down. If he were to fall unconscious, or in fact to die upon the triangle, they would continue to administer the sentence until the entire sentence had been administered. So if they died around the 300 to 400 mark, being sentenced to 900, they would continue to flog the corpse all the way through. Lovely.
Moving little lines. Move up the front so you can watch the blood squirting out. Catch the bits of flesh as it comes flying past. You took today, I don't know. Right, fair now, Wilbur Ramsey is now going to receive 10 lashes of the cat o' nine tails. To serve as an example to everybody out there, they do not flout the authority of the military in the colony of New South Wales. God save the king!
God save the king! The king!
This is where you'll get your warning. Whenever you hear God save the king here at
God save the king!
Yet possibly, you must repeat it in thunderous and harmonious unison. If you do not, you'll be up there on the triangle directly after Wilbur Ramsey, receiving 25 lashes yourselves. We'll try it again. God save the king!
God save the king!
How quickly we learn.
Prisoner, Sergeant.
Hey, post, wild boy. roll drummer, well born, you will count. As well, nail.
1, 2, 3,
He's a bit steady.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Drummer, right, Greggs, take him away.
What's that?
I'm going to have to take you away for some flogging lessons as well.
That stone in there was to grind up the grain, and then you put the grain and it turned into flour. That's what that was all for.
Mum, what's the rain? What about we go through?
Sorry, the bottom of your shoes down, putting it on my dress.
Look, there's sheep.
Move.
Mum, it goes one way. So we just gotta wait. Where are we going? What?
Back down. The next.
So you just wanna...
Don't wipe it in there.
Now it's...
Ladies and gentlemen, make your way to the front line at Cumberland Rock's Siege and arrest convicts shall commence in 3 minutes time.
Where's the entry?
Make your way.
You're choosing to be ignorant. All right, you and me. Kingston.
Look, a big bye. Who was?
You lot will see better if you move way down there. You want to be able to see the hut this one.
You are wanted on the following
Trust me.
charges. Continual attempt to escape. Inciting rebellion. Inciting riot.
You're talking to the hut.
Kidnapping the reverend. Failing to return your library book.
Library
Give yourself up
Goodness.
in the name of the king.
I can't see it.
I know you're in there, Ramsay.
Yeah.
You will give yourself up and ready to make.
John.
We will use force. Last warning, Ramsay.
Look at the hat.
Right, have it your way. I'm well, Bob.
Sergeant,
I want you to fire a water shot through the window.
It's coming from in there.
Who told you to shoot that chicken?
no problem, Sergeant.
Fix your bayonet. Right, come up.
Right.
What are you doing out there?
Taking suitable cover behind this cart.
Come here now.
Hey, wait for a minute, Terry. Excuse me, get easy.
Arrest Silver Ramsey.
Yes!
That's well, it's not what he's told, certainly.
What do you want from me?
Just stand there while I'm off.
Open up the notice, take it up!
On the blade.
Open up the notice, take it up! Everybody fine!
Don't break the place, just get Ramsey.
I'll say don't open up the notice!
Get that to yourself. Fair up.
Side!
What are we?
He's got a bomb for you!
Oh, yeah. What do we do with the boat?
Throw him away!
Throw it away. No! Away! Away, that way!
Alright! Throw it out in the water barrel!
That was Manly saw it there.
Oh, that's all!
Flogging. Yeah. And he taken the car. As well?
Oh, right then! That's right like that!
I remember that. He really gave him
On my order!
Has he been on both backyard? I don't know, they were
Oh!
the chest.
Follow me! Get rid of them all! All right, all right! All right, all right!
He's changed.
What's that?
You're going to have earplugs in it, too.
He's over the back!
Are you sure? Oh, is that blood? Him exploding.
That was him exploding.
That would have been funny.
Oh, there he is!
Unlike that before.
Get him, Andy!
Down!
Got him! All right, Mr. Potter!
Sergeant,
We're going to flog him!
excellent. Went over the parade ground.
Yeah, good idea.
Jolly good.
Right, get on your feet, Ramsey.
3 cheers for the King's men, members of the British military. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip! Hip!
They're gonna whip him.
Then it's scientific riot. For kidnapping the Reverend, for blowing the Reverend to bed. Just wait one moment. That was the trouble. Oh, technical loophole. Sorry, Potter, we'll have to flog you in the morning. Right. Drum roll to bar as well. You will count. Well, Lord, lay on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good girl. Put your brain in there, Sam. That's it.
Is it raining?
No, brain.
Oh, brain.
Look up, guys. Look up. I count to 3. 1. Good girl. Okay. Hop out. Let somebody else have a go now.
I can't. She brought the shit. up here.
My first point is these things are big, right? And they've got very big horns, and if they stab you through the stomach, they will literally tear out your intestines, so please stand back from them. That's actually...
You can tell them now. They're like fluffy animals.
Believe me, these animals can transport from a dead weight an entire ton each. If your intestines do get attached to their horns, they will not notice. They will continue to walk. And if you try and put up a ton's worth of pressure in opposition, you're doing well. No, don't worry, dear. What's on, Jake? Training the sun, dear. Alright, we're just going to go the wrong way, are we? Step back from the fence, please! Extremely. Here we need people to cut the trees down, generally because bullocks aren't all that good at it. And we use human beings to build buildings, again because bullocks aren't all that good at it. Bullocks are good for dragging things. So as you can understand, if they do get replaced by people, the entire colony actually slows down its production. And at this time of our history, only 18 years after we first landed, building things is paramount. When we got here, there was obviously nothing here. Now, because of this fact, when we did get here, we only brought 5 cows, 1 bull and 1 bull calf with us for our breeding stock. Now, because of that, because we only brought so few out here, and they are extremely difficult to transport at sea, given the size of the given the fact that animals at sea tend not to be too happy. When we first arrived here, it was decreed that he discovered cow pastures. The reason he named it that was fairly obvious, because he found the cows in pastures there. This place, however, in your time is known as Camden. You can still find Cow Pastures Road there. Now, when we did find them, the herd had grown so much that the governor had agreed that they should be left there to continue to propagate. This has been the case. Another 12 years after that particular event, that herd has grown into 3,000 to 3,500. Been rather good. And bullocks don't. How else do I put this? You'll notice that these bullocks are quite passive. You notice that bulls are really quite aggressive. Now something has been done to a bull to pacify it so that it becomes a bullock. If they were all male bulls, fully
Dad.
they would be coming up. Right, I'm fairly ready. Okay. You notice that our pulling is rather passive. Very good. They do say that you start resembling your case. By having the yoke on his left shoulder, again you work from the left side of the animal. If you had it on his right shoulder, that would shift him about that far further to his left, put him directly in line with the horn. That was protective concept. Now firstly he places the bow up underneath the adjacent bullock, passes up through 2 small holes that have been attached to their horns.
Nimble, come over. Nimble, jit up and come over. Bert, jit up.
Now Bert is on the left here, he's been told to go forward. Nimble on the right, he's been told to go forward and turn left.
Come over. Nimble.
They are separate commands.
Nimble, come over.
Now in order to turn left if you're going down a street, if you tell both animals at the lead, turn left,
Hi, Amy. Sam. Amy.
This ball is blue. If this turn around! You wouldn't be able.
Let me go to Shereen. Oh look, there's Daniel. Hi Joseph. This is the road. Go get down.
Say that table in time. Begin. Lady, boy, 10 times 2. Stupid boy. 20, Mr. Richardson, 10 times 3. 10 times 4. 10 times 5. 10 times 74. 740, Mr. Richardson. Now, if I want to measure the length of my rod of correction, or the length of your desk, or if I want to measure the width of this room, or the distance from here to the King's Head Tavern, what measurements would I use? A boy in the corner at the end? Meters. Stupid boy. What are you talking about? Mr. Recycling?
Feet, Mr. Richardson.
Smaller?
Inches.
Larger?
Yards, Mr.
Yards, feet and inches. What are they?
Yards, feet and inches, Mr. Richardson.
Here indeed is your table of measurement of length. Again, you will say some of this, but not all of it. Repeat after me. 12 inches in 1 foot.
12 inches in 1 foot.
3 feet in 1 yard.
3 feet in 1 yard.
11.5 yards equals 1 rod pull, 1 bird. 40 pounds equals 1 furlong. 12 pence equals 1 shilling. 20 shillings equals 1 pound. No brain, how many pennies make a pound, boy?
240, Mr. Richardson.
Stop telling him the answers, boy. Now, the way that we write money is in this form. You'll observe very carefully because you'll have to copy me. The sign for a pound is the letter L. The sign for a shilling is the letter S. The sign for a penny is the letter D. L, S, D. What are they?
LSD, Mr. Richardson.
LSD are the initials of 3 Latin words: libra, solani, and denaro. I write the letter L for libra like that, and I put 2 little lines to the middle, then I write S, and then I write D. Now you will write that upon your slate in this manner. Hands behind your back. You'll write it quite small at the very top of your slate, L in the left-hand corner, S in the middle, D on the right, and leave a large space underneath. Johnny No Brain, you just do your best for it. Begin.
Hi, Sam.
Hold up, Siri, gone the wrong way.
Hi, Amy.
That way, Sarah. Come on.
I know, we waved at you. Hi. How are you?
Well done.
No.
Now, during the raising of His Majesty's flag, gentlemen will be required to remove their headwear.
Right, then.
And women, if at all possible, will be required to remain still and silent.
Boys front. General salute. Present. Hold.
Now be a salute with the brown best basket. The 75 caliber, smooth bore, muzzle loading, flint block weapon. The British military was one of the only armies in the world using live ammunition to train with. Because the British military was using live ammunition to train, we had a massive rate of fire, almost double that of the French. We could fire 4 shots a minute. It's a massive one every 15 seconds. Which, although in your time doesn't sound like much when you're talking about a 75 caliber shot, it's fairly dangerous. Particularly given 1,000 men would fire them simultaneously. Using a solid shot, the brown best musket has around about the same muzzle size as a 12-gauge shotgun. Of course, checking their prime once they're loaded. The prime is filled. They are said to be in their prime. It's actually where the saying came from.
Hold! Full fuselage salute. Return. Hold. Hit fire. Fire. Backburn. Hold. Order. Hold. Drill. Hold. Right. Break rank. Make ready to fire, caddo!
Soldiers will now make ready to fire the 4.5 pound field artillery cannon. The 4.5 pounds refers to the weight or mass of the shot being fired from the cannon. However, this would fire a shot around about the size of a tennis ball, a good 1,000 yard. 1,000 yard would be generally where you start opening up on your enemy with solid shot. Now, solid cannon shot is designed specifically to bounce through the enemy's ranks. One of the reasons why we did not fight battles en masse in wet weather. Because you can literally fire cannonballs at the opponents and they could stand there and watch them land at their feet directly in front of them, with taking no damage whatsoever. However, we would use other types of shot, say at 300 yard, we would use grape shot. 2-pound balls to the maximum of the weight allowance of the gun.
From the right, the mark, 1, 3, hold. Prepare for action.
Now, The cannon crew is designated 1, 2, 3, and 4. The number 2 man is Private Haswell, standing aside. His job is to replace the man that dies. Now the number 3 man at the rear, be the drummer. First job, upon being told to prepare for action, clears the vent. Chances are that from the previous charge firing, charge casing can be lodged up in the vent hole. He clears this with a brush, then a brass spike, recovers it, and declares, once he's put in the vent stall and covered the vent strap for its own security, he declares the rear of the cannon
Vent clear!
to be clear. This, of course, can potentially push debris down from the vent into the breech of the weapon, where the charge will end up being. So the number 1 man, Private Whalebone, at the front, uses the worm, firstly, a corkscrew-like object, to remove that solid matter. It's a lambskin swab. Originally, or initially, that carbon will be very slimy. If you let it go, it will set and become a hard crust. So he removes that with a swab, and finally, to check the cannon is completely clear, he puts in the ramrod, marked flush with the muzzle. If for any reason there is something in there, it will stick out a bit. The response from the number 3 man, the drummer, was that the vent is covered. This is because of a very nasty effect. We have around 250 on average artillery pieces aside at any given battle. A large number of sparks, therefore, fly about. They can actually get sucked down into the vent. If you leave them there, you ram a charge down the barrel, you then flare that spark up and drive the charge directly in contact with it. You then set the gunpowder off prematurely and pretty much blast the sergeant's privates all black and crispy across the cone. This is something to be avoided, obviously. No, not yet. The order to load, the charge is entered.
Charge! Entered! Told!
Now, in the order to ram charge, we take the Oregon rod or ramrod, you place it directly down the barrel. First, you do what's called seating the charge, where you push it right down to the breech. You then ram it to compact it front to back and to squash it out solidly against the sides of the barrel. Once this is done, the gun is declared
Loaded!
At which point, Private Whalebone gets the hell out of there. Otherwise, there is a good opportunity for Mr. Haswell to step in.
Right, charge!
In order to spike charge, we use a brass spike to perforate a small hole directly under the vent. Brass, of course, does not spark against steel. A good choice, obviously.
Charge spiked!
Right!
The final part of loading the cannon, obviously there's no ball, this is only a salute. Even if we did fire the ball, it would go on the other side of that hill somewhere. Now you prime with a very fine grained gunpowder, straight down the hole, in contact with the hole you perforated in the charge, up the vent and along the vent trail creates a quick fuse.
Gun ready!
Light and stop!
Now the order has been given to light the linstock. This is the object that we actually light the cannon with. It is this object here, a needle-like object through the eye of which a piece of sash cord has been placed. Now this sash cord has been soaked in a gunpowder solution. When it dries, it recrystallizes. That will continue to smoulder for some time. If we were to use an open flame to light the cannon, the back pressure from the vent and the fact of the consumption of oxygen around the charge, it would literally blow and suck the flame out in the one instant. You would then have to relight your torch to relight your cannon. Now we would normally have a sash cord that would wrap all the way down the linstock. Now we light that with a flash in the pan from the musket.
Cannon and stop!
And as you can understand, a flash in the pan is actually a saying. It is used to describe people who start off but don't follow through. In terms of the gun, you get the flash but no bang.
Keep it fire! You will be advised to cover up your heroes!
Please cover your ears with the palms of your hands. You'll be able to feel the shockwave hit your body.
Private bottom line! Fire! Fire! Cease fire!
Now imagine 250 cannons going off, thousands and thousands of musket shots. How much smoke there would be on a battlefield. You get to a point where you literally cannot see the enemy. But for now, 3 cheers for King George III. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! My lords, ladies and gentlemen, there will now be a minstrel concert in the beer garden of the King's Head Tavern. The soldiers will be cleaning their muskets. They'll be telling you the various workings and non-workings over at the barracks at 2:10.
I'm glad there's no one around.
No. We're off to the convict ships.
Here we go.
To look at me.
All creatures are created equal. Very well, my lord. All creatures are created equal.
I didn't say nothing, it was him, he said it. Always forgetting things. I'd like to take a drink and something. It's been a Friday. Who's having a drink tonight? Medicinal, of course. Are you going to take a photo? Well, I've been a wild rover. No, not that sort of rover.
Sorry, lady.
Galveston rover, you know. I've been a wild rover this many's a year. And I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. and wenches. But now I'm returning with a golden and great star ring. And I never will play the Wild Rover no more.
It's no, 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 I never. Wake up your kilt, no, I never, no more.
Will I play the Wild Rover?
No, I never, no more.
I went down to that house I used to frequent, and I told the landlady
Money was spent. I asked her for credit. She answered me no.
Starts customers yours I can have every day, and there's no way ever, no more will I play the Wild Rover, no more. I pulled out a big bucket, gold, silver and gold, and the landlady's eyes open wide with
Delight. She said I have whiskey and wine of the best.
and the words that I said they were
Only in jest and it's no way, never.
no more will I play the Wild Rover,
No, we never.
no more. I rolled out to the I confess what I've done, and I asked him to pardon the
Prodigal son.
They forgive me as oft time before. Then I never will play the Wild Rover no more. It's
No, 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 hey, never. Wake up your kilts, no, hey, never, no
more will I play the Wild Rover.
No, we never, no more.
Yes, I've been a Wild Rover this many's a year, and I spent all my money, that's why I work here. Now I'm returned with a golden great star, and I never will play the Wild Rover no more. And it's no, 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 never, no, more will I play the Wild Rover. No, no more. And it's no, 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 never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No,
Jamboree whip, jamboree ho, ya pigtail sailor, hang out behind. Whip, jamboree whip, jamboree, come get your roast me son.
the pilot ship is out ahead. All the hands in the tree are resting around the land.
You would now clear this rail here and perhaps vacate yourselves off the road onto the bank there. We will shortly be having the convict wedding, which we will orientate in such a manner as to make this the front line. For those of you which could be generally speaking, we'll be playing to a horseshoe effect there. Replaces the Reverend Henry Fulton, who left his earth at some 1,000 feet per second this morning. Your Reverence.
Thank you, Mr. Potter.
No, not at all, sir.
Splendid, splendid. Now, I must say, I really must say how delightful it is to see such a large congregation here to witness the wedding of Willie Manners and his bridal party. However, I must express extreme disappointment that not one of your faces is familiar to me as being at my divine service on Sunday last. Such as you, madam. Madam, step forward. You, madam, yes, step forward.
Step forward, madam!
Thank you. Where were you on Sunday last? At 6 a.m. in the morning. You had a bad headache.
Still in bed, no doubt.
Yes. I would ask of the entire congregation to make an example of this iniquitous woman. We shall wave our index finger to the heaven thus, and on the count of 3, point it at her, exclaiming the cleansing word of shame. 1, 2, 3, shame!
Daughter of the devil!
Sister of Satan!
Bride of Beelzebub.
Mother of Mistopheles!
Oh, that was very good.
No, well done, bloody
Now, madam, do you build French?
Oh, I'm Will Bear.
Where is William?
William's down at the King's Head Tavern.
What the devil is he doing down there? He's supposed to be here to be wed.
He says he's having his reception first. Block this much. I'll give
No! You misunderstood 3 or 4 short hours. We shall start with a hymnal. We shall start with a hymn. Open your hymnals to page 114. We shall sing in a divine voice towards God the illustrious hymn, Come on Baby, Light My Fire. 1, 2, 3. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be
That's the wrong service. Friday night gig.
Oh, sorry. It's arable land. Feed and farming.
What about all the camels then?
What?
If it's Arab full day, we'll have camels.
No! Convict, listen to me.
What?
It is not horrible nor Arab full. It is arable. Good, fertile land. Cast thy seed and it shall grow, sprout to marry you.
Yeah. You might be wearing a dress, but I don't go for that type of thing.
No! I am not going to marry you. I am going to marry you. To your betrothed.
A what?
Your fiancé.
A French fella?
No, the woman you're supposed to marry.
I don't want no woman. No, they're all crazy, they are. I say all the services. All you got to do is you go, I do. And then you give me the land.
Wilbur, you cannot get married unless you take a bride, preferably of the opposite
sex. Should I go for youth over here? Or, let me see, experience up the back there?
I say if you go here, you should get a youthful experience nonetheless.
Melissa. That's for Melissa. How do you
She said yes.
Round of applause for this lady here.
Look at I got your reference.
I said, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the sight of Almighty God to lay to rest the bodies of Wilbur and Beryl.
Reverend, that's the wrong service.
Oh, sorry. Is it baptisms?
No.
Exorcisms?
No.
No, a rip-off.
Matrimonials.
That's one, sir.
Splendid. We shall now begin the service. Dearly beloved.
You have rest?
Yes, Convict?
There's a little bit nervous up here. I was wondering if we could have a couple of couples up with us to get married, you know.
Oh, maybe.
What are you suggesting? Some sort of a mass marriage?
Numerous nuptials.
Bulk build betrothal?
Copious couplet.
There she is now!
One I swap.
No! Lisa, Ian, Phyllis, Nancy, Carol and Wilbur. For as long as you both shall live. Ian, you shall answer, I do.
I do.
Nancy, you shall answer, I do.
I do.
Wilbur, you shall answer, I do.
Right, now get on with it.
Wilbur, this is your wedding day. This is hardly the attitude you should be having. You should you have something that we could use of a symbolic gesture?
Oh, got me wedding ring.
Alright, as it's one up, you shall repeat why. Is this a good bit? Yes, Convict, this is the good bit. Gentlemen, you may now kiss your wife.
Damn you! The last time I'll do business with you! Lady Colonial! Lady Colonial! Damn you, woman, answer me when I call your name! I'll let you flogged! Lady Colonial! 3 times! You will stand your mark here and now. Now, madam, you will kindly explain to me, after I ask you to meet me outside the leather workers some 10 minutes ago.
Awkward misunderstanding.
I married you to start with. Well,
You see, this fellow has not been paying his account in some months.
what business is that of ours? Get the fruit and vegetables. The wagon driver is now waiting.
He's refusing us his produce until the accounts are paid in full.
The nerve of the fellow! Does he know whom he is dealing?
I believe he does.
What's the name of this fellow?
John Darby.
Can't even get fruit and vegetables. You're useless. Point this fellow out, this doobie fellow out.
Standing over there.
You fellow, you will explain to me why you have not produced the fruit and vegetables that my wife requires.
You after so many years of doing business, sir.
Get that thing away from me. Wife, heel, on your mark. Now, you, sir, kindly explain to me why my wife stands here, fruitless and unladen.
You don't mean unladen and fruitless, sir. Of course, sir. It's a simple matter of your account, sir.
Like my accounts.
The monies you owe, sir.
Oh, is that all? I'll pay you at the end of the month, as I always do.
My lord, with the greatest respect, sir, you did in fact say that last month, sir, and the month before that, sir, and in fact for the last 4 months, sir.
Oh, we're making a nice round 5 this month, eh, what?
My lord, with the greatest respect, sir, I'm simply requesting payment before I extend your good lady any further credit, sir. Well, it's not just me, sir. If it was just myself, sir, we could come to an arrangement as we have done in the past, my lady. However, sir, you owe money everywhere, sir. You owe money to the leather workers, sir. You even owe money in the tea shop, sir. You owe money to the bondage store, sir, the print shop, sir. 2 other farmers from the horsery, sir. With the greatest respect.
With the greatest respect, you stand here
Yes, sir.
and you bandy my financial affairs around. I am well aware I have been refused service everywhere I have gone in this stinking colony, and now I stand in the common street, bandying words with a commoner. Supply my wife, or it will go the worse for you.
Please understand, sir, it's with the greatest respect. It's our legal right to expect payment, sir.
Our legal right to expect. Well, yeah, that's a good start. Yeah.
Go back to the zoo. Not much help to me. Thanks.
Yes. We flogged. We flogged.
Yes.
Now look, I'm going to give you one last chance.
Yes, sir.
Very simple.
Yes, sir.
Find my wife, or it will go the worse for you.
My lord, please understand, sir, it's with the greatest respect.
Sergeant!
What?
I beg your pardon. You will attend to me here. It's conspired against me. In fact, they all, the leather worker, the whole lot of them have conspired against me.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy!
From what I heard over there, Mr. Darby just asked for his bills to be paid, and that's his legal right, sir.
Sergeant, he doesn't have any legal rights. He's an ex-convict.
Exactly, sir. Ex-convict. He's a free man. He has as many legal rights as you or I, sir. I suggest you pay your accounts, and we can all be about our business. Good day to you, my lord.
No, it is not good day, Sergeant. I haven't dismissed you. You'll come back in. You'll stand at attention. I see what's happening now. It says that was attempted murder.
Oh no, this is attempted.
Attempted murder, sir.
Yes, attempted murder.
Excuse me, sir. Can you get out from behind your wife?
Get out of the way.
Thank you, sir.
Heel, on your mark.
I'm sorry, my lord.
You saw that. I have many
Oh, I did
witnesses.
see that. It's not attempted murder. You struck him first with your cane.
What's that got to do with him?
Well, any blow from Mr. Darby's one of self-defence. Under British law, that is not a crime, sir. Most unfortunate, sir. Well, look, your honour has been brought into question, has it not, sir?
Oh, how observant you are, Sergeant. Of course it has. You know it has.
Right, shall we have a word in private, sir? So he's not paying your bills, sir.
Yes. But look at the cut of the fellow. I mean, he's probably a professional duelist.
I hardly think so, sir. I'm a farmer. Never held a pistol in my entire life.
You can't swing a heavy blade due to your limp-wristedness, sir.
Yes.
And everybody in the colony does know that you are a crackpot, sir. A crack shot with a pistol. There. So you would choose...
I would choose... Oh, I see what you're getting at. I would choose pistols.
My God, you're brilliant, sir.
Well, of course, I'm a lord.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Sergeant Major. Promotion, sir. Thank you very much, my lord.
So you did well to remember it.
You have insulted me in front of this common assembly.
You smack
Hey, stay sharp, give me a pair of pistols.
Sergeant, pair of pistols.
How many, sir?
2, bottomly.
2 pistols, sir.
All right, gentlemen, are we familiar with the rules of dueling?
You get on with it, Sergeant Major. I am a busy man.
Right, you are, sir. Well, first rule is, gentlemen, I will make a mark upon the ground like so. You 2 gentlemen will stand back to back on that mark. I will count to 10. On each count, you'll take 1 pace until the count of 10 is reached. When the count of 10 is reached, you will turn and fire one upon the other. Is that clear, Mr. Darby?
On 10, turn about, shoot him.
That's it. Is that clear, my lord?
You kindly get on with it. Stamp Colonial's son is playing havoc with my complexion.
Yes, it is, sir. My lord.
Yes.
As you issued the challenge having choice of weapons,
Yes.
Mr. Darby does, in fact, have first choice of pistol.
What does it matter? Damn fool said he's never held a pistol before.
Take the 68 caliber harpers very smooth for flintlock made the Americans capable of 1,200 foot-pound per square inch with a 40 grade charge. This one, nice weight.
Just a moment, fellow. I thought you said you'd never held a pistol. How do you know all of that?
I lied.
Did he do that, Sergeant?
That's what he got transported for, sir. My lord. Choose your weapon.
Yes, all right. Thank you, drummer.
There being no seconds available, I suggest you check your own weapons, gentlemen. When you are satisfied, take your places on either side of the mark.
Yes, glad you are, Sergeant Major. This piece of lower life scum can get down on his bended knees. While you're down there, you can apologize to me and you can kiss my shoe.
As to that, sir, perhaps you should get down with your bended knee. And once you come here, sir, you can kiss my...
Behind the line. It would appear your minds are made up, gentlemen. You would be advised to cover your ears. Gentlemen, on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dead! For a box of vegetables, hey what? Come on, darling, let's go.
My lord.
The pistol is faulty and misfired.
The only thing that is faulty is your ability to... Are you able to continue?
The change of underwear won't fix.
You may now fire in self-defence, Mr. Darby.
Lady Trevelyan! What's his name, quickly?
John Darby.
John Darby. Jonathan Darby. Mr. Darby. Look, I'm frightfully sorry about the misunderstanding that we're actually having. I do actually have a gold sovereign. Hey, mate.
You be silent, sir. Back up. You stroll into town, sir. You refuse to pay your damn bills, sir. You insult your wife in public, sir.
Look at her.
You treat the common man like he's not good enough to scrape from your damn shoes, sir. You insult me, sir. You call me scum, sir.
You'll stop right there. Dave, I did not call you scum. No, Well, what I actually said was, you must come over to my place for a port or two, What game of badminton? We could...
Try to shoot me in the back. Take your marker, I'll shoot you where you stand.
Lady Trevelyan, you know the fellow. Speak to him.
Right!
Get in front of the gun.
This way, Mr. Darby, I haven't killed you. My husband was in the wrong, I know. Show mercy, I beg you.
Lady Trevelyan, your husband does not deserve your concern. He's a notorious raker and troublemaker. Please step aside, let me finish the matter.
I cannot. Then what you say may be true. Most of what you've said so far has been...
I didn't tell you to agree with him, you stupid cow. I said talk to
You be quiet. I've put up with your behaviour for years, but this time you've gone too far now. Stand your mark. Mr. Darby, you are an honourable man. How will the death of my husband sit on your conscience?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Come, Mr. Darby, I don't believe that for a moment. So if you feel no concern for my husband, which I can quite understand, what it means, I'll be left a widow with no situation in this colony, no friends.
Lady Trevelyan, unlike your husband, you were well liked.
Yeah, we like you.
Maybe so, but the widowed daughter of a prosperous merchant gets very different treatment from that of a wife of a titled gentleman, however unpopular he may be.
Lady Trevelyan, I understand the situation, but he must be made to pay for his actions.
Please, Mr. Darby, at least consider what I have said to you.
Lucky man, your wife has appealed to me, sir.
Glad she appeals to someone.
On your behalf. Now I feel, sir, we can settle this matter with a simple apology.
Very well. I accept your apology. But in future, I would rather that you did not...
Not from me. The apology will come from you, sir. And on your bended knees in the third, as is the custom.
You expect me to apologise to you down there? I'll store in my breeches. Ah, yes.
So you'll apologise to your wife, sir.
Apologise to a woman?
So you'll apologise to your wife, sir.
Maud, I apologise.
So you'll apologise to the good people, sir.
I'd be glad to if I could see any.
Open your eyes wherever you are.
Well, there you are, so many of you. I do apologise for my intemperate behaviour. I do hope I have not offended too many of you today. If I have, and you haven't understood, because you're common.
Now you can apologise to me, sir.
Goes without saying, old boy.
Not on this occasion, sir.
Mr. Darby. Jonathan Darby.
Very good.
I do beseech your apology for the late payment of the accounts. From this date on, all accounts will be paid on or before the due date.
That's enough. Well done. I accept.
Good.
Stand up.
I should think so.
Take your mark. They're going to shoot you anyway.
Sergeant, I apologise to a woman.
Well done, sir. Stand on your mark.
Lady Trevelyan, say something. Now.
Goodbye, dear.
Thank you for your help.
Barry,
What?
for the sake of your wife, sir. For the sake of your wife alone. I'm not going to shoot you, sir. I'll leave you to public contempt and ridicule you so richly deserve. But I must discharge this weapon.
Yes.
And I shall. Harmlessly into the air.
Misfire.
Fire!
Rules of dueling state. If one or both pistols misfire, we can have a reshoot.
Right.
Reload.
We'll land on time.
That's the usual time.
The usual
Now
time.
you hold your cane, your tongue, and you will follow me.
Three cheers for Lady Trevelyan and Mr. Darby, And a big raspberry to his lordship.
Tell me, Sergeant,
Mr. Darby.
which way does the sun set? Thank you.
And a round of applause
Yeah, just wait.
That does in fact bring us to the end of today's Street Theatre performance, so we're going to have to postpone his walk off into the sunset just for a short time. And so, all that remains to be said is firstly that the town remains open until 4:30. Feel free to wander about, take in any sights that you'd like to see either again or for the first time. But do be on the other side of the tunnel by 4:30. That's 50 minutes away because we lock it at that point and let the dogs out. I've not been fed in some time and rather fond of children. Never seen them eat a whole one. But all that is remained to be said is from our king to your king, queen, president, prime minister, sheikh, shogun, raja, grand poobah, khan, whatever. God save the king!
God save the king!
And now, you as an audience can participate in the time-honoured tradition of either giving us a large round of applause or throwing lots of money.
The money.